Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we're playing exponential per player capitals on the Port Royal map. We're playing as green player out of the first position. And as promised, we are playing capitals exponential to be exact. I will cap here in this boat bonus because why not? It's a solid +4. I've got it on a 2-point hold with the double blizzard here, interestingly. So even if one of these spots wasn't here, still a decent spot. This actually lets me play out into an extended 3-point over this whole position. That nobody caps in here. Pink might go on the 2 here, but if nobody caps in here, that leaves me with a really solid possibility here. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm actually just going to remove purple from this spot to eventually, I think, if nobody caps in here, try to take this on turn 2. We also have the triple blizzard in this smelter's yard +7. That's really interesting. So mercenary hire a +7 that will hopefully be able to hold on a 3-point hold with my capital is one of the 3 points, because we got the we've only got 3 entrances to this area to begin with. This is just a ridiculous capital by red. Red is lucky I don't hit this right now. Red is lucky I have no plans on actually rolling that right away. Yeah, I'll take this. I don't have any hits on red possible right now, so we'll just go here. But, best case for them, we started with 16. I think everybody at least starts with 15 or more territories, potentially 16. 105 territory map. Are there 10 or 11 blizzards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 11 blizzards. So 93 territories when blizzards aren't considered. So there's a couple of us. 96 divides evenly by 16. At six players, or evenly by 6 at 16. That's 3 players. The first 3 players would have 16 territories. The remaining 3 would have 15. So if red gets hit 3 times, they would be, or 4 times, they would be only starting with 7. If they get hit less than that, they will start with 8. I don't anticipate a 12-on-9 winning here. I think this is a really, really stupid capital. I could have rolled a 12-on-4. I opted not to because I don't think that that's going to progress me further in this game. Pink bots. They put troops on their cap and then quit. But anyway, this is Port Royal, brand new map in Risk in the Pirate 2 map pack, and it is the brand new largest map in Risk by 1 territory. It's 1 territory larger than Airship, and we're here ready to roll on it today. Now, what red may do, and it would be very annoying if they do it, they may play off of the 1 here, break me backdoor, fortify into their capital. So put like 5 of their troops here, boom, boom, boom. The rest here, fortify in. I'd have to knock them out of that spot. That would be very annoying, but not impossible. So purple at the top of the board in Storm Reaver, that's a +4. Red does start with 8. So they did have extra territories. If they play for the bonus here, I think they're just going to slam me. I think they're going to put everything on cap and just wail on me because they cap. Oh, no. Surprised by that. This may not be enough. It likely isn't. I don't know why they rolled that off. Okay, so my goal here is reduce red as much as possible. Take stuff on the other side of the board. Now, I don't know where white is. I have an idea where purple and blue are, but no idea where white is. So I don't want to get too overzealous. But I'm not going to let red hold a bonus, right? I don't understand this capital at all. I mean, yeah, you have a play for this bonus, but capping next to somebody who capped on, I capped on a 2, they capped on a 1. I moved before them. And we're going to hopefully have the +4 here with extra territory. I don't want red on this territory, so I'm going to knock them out of here. I don't have plans to take this bonus right away. But eventually I have a hold, but I need to knock red's territory count down over here to try to prevent them from getting any extra troops. And I don't want to open their capital up here either. So I'm going to go 7. This will be my fortify. And then this here, just like that. So hit here first, then here. That fortifies to capital. Red doesn't even have the bonus, but that should work. Because now it also, you know, decreases territory count and also decreases the chances that they will end up having troops to backdoor me on my bonus. So the end goal is get red's capital. Now purple is actually playing for a secondary bonus, it looks like. They hit out into me. I don't really mind that. The Bay of Knives bonus looks like purple's going to try to play for. Pink is actually back. And they did take a card before it quit out for them. I assume I get hit here. I figured they'd play for this. I'm a little bit surprised that nobody's captain there. But yeah, just need to almost get red out of the game. I would like to play for this +7, and I'll have the means to, likely on my next turn. I don't actually think red will get enough to even take in here. Blue needs to be concerned about purple. I think pink will end up with this bonus over here, especially because they do appear to be here. And I think there's a chance white ends up with one of the bonuses on the left-hand side here, either the +3 in Southern Bluff, maybe even the +7 in Chocolate Bay, with these two territories being part of the... Are they part of the... I can't actually tell what bonus. The coloration on these two territories is interesting because I thought they were part of Cannon Towers. 5 territory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think they are. I wonder if blue hit this 4 of purples. I think blue might be capped right here, which would actually be a really, really strong capital spot. But yeah, red shouldn't have any expectation of holding a bonus over here. They've basically cooked their chances in this game. And you're going to roll this, and I'm just going to hit you again. It's quite silly. But I also, white's got a plus, white's getting 5 extra troops. I imagine that's territory count in the +3 if I had to guess. That hits, oh, I wonder if they're going to end up trying to play from one of the cannon towers. I think my best bet here is take this bonus. Take this bonus and defend it. I'm not actually, I don't even think I want to add anything to my cap right now. I think I want to defend my bonus and then obviously break the red player, which we're going to guarantee our break here. Yeah, I think this is the way to go. Obviously, and I'm going to even hit this here for extra. Interesting. I'm going to leave this like this. Blue's cap's super undefended, and I don't think they have this bonus. That's a super undefended cap. If I can get this, I've got a 3-point hold with 2 capitals over in this position. I'll leave the 4 next to them. Worst case, they hit me. I don't think they have a bonus over here. Maybe they do. Their cap is very good. This is a great cap. I know it's on a split bonus, but it holds great board control. The problem is they aren't defending it. I could have even have tried to slow roll it, but I don't think that would have been my best choice. Now, I do anticipate red potentially removing me over here. I think purple's defending their bonuses a little bit too strong. It'll be interested to... it will be interesting / I am interested to see how purple's play in particular is going to play out with these excessive troop holds. 7's probably not too excessive, and they started last turn with 14. Maybe blue has this bonus here. They're getting 6. Diviner's lot, but I don't know that I'd roll a 10 on 4 here, and if they don't defend the cap, they're going to lose it. That is going to be my next target. Pretty much a no-brainer, especially the lack of defense here compared to like red. Like I have no interest in rolling red right now, but I do need to keep them from getting this +6 in the Palisades over there. Every turn, really, is the way I look at it right now. And as long as white doesn't break me in this +7 of Mercenary Hire, absolutely rolling this blue capital. So everybody's been asking me to play. I've seen the comments from Ange and a couple other people on the videos lately asking me, got it, C-Money, where's the capitals? You're only playing Prague World, Dom. Well, you know, I was a man of my word. Here we are. I wouldn't be surprised to see red keep going here. I don't understand red's thought process. I think that's my biggest issue, is I would put this on capital. They keep leaving their troops off cap. White's now getting 11. I think I'm going to get broken here, but I still think I steal blue's cap because I think white is trying to play for the towers. I don't know that I want to irritate them. Like I always talk about over-aggressing players. Blue's cap is too good to pass up. Okay, that's perfect because white tried to get to the tower here, failed the break. I still get the extra troops to roll blue, and then I can break here, I can break red, call it a day. I don't think I've ever failed that roll before. That is a 99% roll. That is legitimately a 99% roll. I think he's got this whole bonus too. That's a +9. Less pink breaks, and I get lucky enough for that. I believe an 8-on-4 is a 98.82. It was a 1.0. Sorry, a 1.18% chance of it. Oh, this is actually bad. Unless he's trying to split this. I think he's trying to take the +8 here. I need pink to break white. That's what I need. I think they have their bonus. They actually have +16. They have a second bonus. I don't know where. They must. Oh, you know what? White had the +3. I think pink took the +7 right next to them. +7, +3, and then territory count. Pink's exclusively in this area. This is 12 territory. Yeah, that makes sense. Now, blue might have a trade. Blue might have even possibly has this +6, but they shouldn't be able to get their capital back. I need pink to go down. I don't think they're going to. I think they're going to play this too passively. Yeah, white's going to get a lot here. That's unfortunate. Well, at least I have the capitals. I think there's a very realistic possibility that white has this +9, though. I never failed an 8-on-4. I don't try 8-on-4s that often. I usually make sure they're 9-on-4 because that is 100% roll. I'm gonna get hit here. There's no way they don't. What? Okay, I'm fine with that. We know red doesn't have the bonus here. I think white's gonna end up being my bigger problem, but at the end of the day, red's still stacked against my cap, and I don't like that very much. Purple's a little bit overly aggressive for bonuses. You know, like if white doesn't break me, but they tried to break me and then they stacked against me, right? So I can't trust them. They're getting 21 troops because of course they are. Yeah. No one is surprised. And pink's not going to break them. This is super unfortunate. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for that, Chief. Cool. Smell you later. I need to just bank on pink hitting here. I'm not gonna prep to re-hit red. I'm not even going to take my bonus back. I need to defend my capitals. We're going to bank on pink breaking. I think that's the only way this makes sense. Because I think that this guy's holding troops here. And I'm not going to waste troops on hitting red over here. At the end of the day, the cap position here is so much more important than the bonuses, especially in EPP. I'm positioned to take blue, especially if purple hits blue out of this 2 here. Blue's going to be super localized. We know white has Merchant Row and Southern Bluff. We know pink has Kingston and Chocolate Bay. That leaves blue to sit just in the other side of Smelter's Yard here if they're still in there. And then obviously where they're visible up here. So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense for me to aggress white here. Or to re-aggress, even though they aggressed me first, right? Like, I need to bank on pink hitting them. Pink's not doing it, and pink might not be doing it because they know that white has that ability to hit them. I do think part of white's intention was to get to the cannon towers because we saw them attack up into this cannon tower up here, and then they obviously, well, I thought they would have the 2 behind, but maybe not. Looks like pink may play for entertainment or no break at all. Maybe in just blue. If blue doesn't set, oh, he actually has the lines to take this elimination off the 17 if he really wanted to. I mean, blue's so weak. If blue doesn't trade, it's a pretty fed elimination by pink right there. And they don't break white. So I think I'm just going to get retaliatorily broken by white again. If white's smart, they will take blue out now. Well, I don't know why I said retaliatorily broken because... Okay, good. I'm red trades. That's fine, I guess. Purple's been going crazy over here. You know, red's capped in front of me. Maybe they thought this was the best spot. I think that's super risky. I decided not to hit it. White is target number 1. And unfortunately, the pink player is letting white hold, and I don't know why. Because I feel like pink had the position where white wasn't aggressing them, and they could have aggressed first and just absolutely flushed this guy out. They decide not to. And I'm curious what ends... Yeah, white's just going to take blue out here. And re-break me. Very unfortunate, honestly. A good heads-up play. So they're sitting in this pocket here. I thought they were over here on the left-hand side, but white had vision on that anyway. So blue exists somewhere. White doesn't break. That's super interesting. So we trade. We're going to take the artillery trade in. Let's go 2 here. We're going to go the rest here. Why didn't... Oh, white was mad. Interesting. I'll take another artillery trade in. Why not? Better chances of not having to trade the Joker in the next turn. I'm not going to hit white here at all. My trades are now better. Let's even these out. Let's go 22. The middle caps is going to end up being the better capital. I'm not trying to retake my bonus. Now I'm 5 cards ahead. I got 5 cards off of blue. I don't know how I pulled that off, but we're 5 cards ahead of everybody. That's massive. We just traded our second trade in, and we're going to be trading our third trade in before everybody trades their second trade in on the next turn. So that's super important. This may actually be the end of red very soon. Eventually, if red gets rolled here, these players are going to have to turn on each other because purple's getting a ton of troops. You know, I've decided not to retaliate on white. Part of that is because I think white is stacking on one of these 2 territories in Dice Fixers or Iron Van Halen. But white wasn't actually going for the blue elimination. They were trying to get through pink, or to get through purple to take the Cannon Towers bonus, this remaining territory over here, which is absolutely silly to me. Not sure what purple just hit. Presumably the rest of red. I can probably take red's 3 cards on this next turn. If we see all 5 of red's troops land on this capital, then their elimination is likely available. Interested to see what pink does here. 32 troops over here. Probably just hits me. What they should do, what pink should do is remove white up here. Instead, they hit me twice. Red quits. We've got Autobots on. So actually, red quitting could be good for us because it could make this elimination cheaper and easier. White will obviously trade. Red has already set once. We got to wait for this turn to exhaust itself since red bailed, but I really wouldn't be surprised to see that purple took everything over here. Pink also pulls out potentially what was left on their cap. That's 15 additional troops that just got brought out of there and are stacked against white. Like if I'm white and I see that, I'm hitting through here, man. Because you're stacking against this player. Like white's not going to be able to take my capital with 22 troops and an additional 5 off of a trade-in. Like 27 troops isn't going to be able to do either of these spots. I intentionally didn't over-retaliate. Obviously tried earlier, but again, we failed a 99% roll. Oh, goodness. 3? Okay, 2 elsewhere. I think white must have taken all of this. This is potentially... Oh my god, purple must have been stacked next to this with a ton. It just lost 7. It's an empty capital. If white's not over here or aware that they can get over here, this is like one of the freest eliminations I think maybe I've ever had. Dude, you already know you can't take this. Why are you like this? I didn't even do anything to him. I tried to break him once after he tried to break me. I don't understand. All right, horse trade's fine. The problem is I don't know. I feel like I'm missing a spot of red somewhere. It placed 2 troops elsewhere. I just don't think it's anywhere over here. I just think there's a spot that purple missed. Why are you mad that I'm playing the game well? I think I need to acknowledge that. Like I thought about breaking purple. I thought about breaking them. They're gonna hit me. It's not like I don't have pathing into them. That's my mindset. Like, if purple doesn't recognize that I could have broken them, I'm gonna be really irritated. They even roll the cap. Oh my god, I can't make this stuff up. Arguably, it should have just brought the troops back to capital. Arguably should have just brought the troops back to capital. I should have just wailed on him. I should have absolutely just wailed on him. But I opted not to. I tried to play nice. It didn't work. And unfortunately, I'm way ahead on cards. We're 8 cards ahead of everybody. The problem is, I mean, the fundamental issue in this game is white has beef with me for no good reason, really. And this cap is going to get rolled. I either have to give it to purple and know that I'm going to trade way ahead of everybody. And maybe that is the right play. Like, if white doesn't go do something to purple right now, I think I'm better off just giving this to purple. I mean, because this guy's playing like an absolute wiener. Why are you mad, bro? I can't with this guy. Yeah, I should have bailed on that over there. All right, I mean, this is truly my only play is giving this to purple and having these idiots realize what's at stake. play the middle cat. Yeah, let him get 41. Like, there's no better way to do this. I need to let purple out and go to the other side of the board. Because my trades, again, 8 cards ahead. As long as I live, my trades will eventually be so much higher than these guys that I have a chance. But as it stands right now, like, I can't sit here like this. Purple actually, so this is interesting. Purple just wanted the bonus. That's frustrating. Yeah, the purple player is not very good. I've clocked that pretty clearly. Oh no. Okay, that's good. Are they going to knock white out of here? They knocked me out of here. I don't think that was the right choice, but it boxes them off away from me, so I'm fine with that. White probably steals this, but I wonder if purple's one of those guys that's like, oh, well, this was green's and white stole it, so I got to hit white now. I don't know. I'm pretty convinced only purple's able to eliminate me at this point. He's going to steal this. I'm no doubt in my mind about that. Yeah. But it doesn't matter to me. Now that I'm 8 cards ahead, I'm eventually going to make up the difference. That's my mindset. Well, I have to trade. Have to trade there. And you know what? I might as well not let this goofball get extra troops. Don't know why you wouldn't fortify that to capital. But have to set now. I want to see purple jump to 4 or 3. I want to see purple jump to 3 caps. If that happens, we might have a chance. But the fact that white just fortified all of this out is really bad. They do jump to 3. That's tremendous. That's actually a ton of troops. But yeah, I wasn't worried about perishing until this fortified out. Now he might leave this off cap and then white re-infiltrates, but I had to trade there. I couldn't risk getting eliminated on 5 cards. That wasn't something I was willing to do. As long as I have cards, I'm fine. At some point, I'm expecting these players to do something to each other. Like every action, I mean, that was the first one that was taken. Is this guy trying to card block me? No. That was the first action, like purple right there, that was taken against somebody other than me, independent of red, right? Like obviously I made actions into blue. I had made repeated actions into red. Then red makes that action, or purple makes an action into red. Doesn't eliminate them. I take the cards, obviously. What I'm hoping... This guy's ridiculous. Why wouldn't you use this? Use the 66. This guy's actually so silly. He's already open to me anyway, so I'm going to open him to purple. And maybe it's because he knows I'm way ahead. I can't tell if white's good or not. I'm going to be honest. I have another trade in, so we're going to use it. Because again, white's stacking 94 troops over here. I do get a little bit... I'm not going to accuse anybody of anything. But 90 troops of pinks off cap up here stacked against white. Not doing anything. 94 troops of whites stacked clearly with the intention of hitting me. Instead of making what the wise choice would be in this position, which is going for purple, they're gunning for me. And if this continues growing, it's just silly that nothing's happening. Back here, I don't understand this circle of trust. It doesn't make any sense to me. And I don't understand white. Well, I only understand white targeting me if it means they know how far ahead I am on cards. But I didn't get the impression based... Like, they were mad that I eliminated red, which, like, fair. But they've been hard targeting me since the moment I took this bonus. I held it for a turn, and then evidently didn't properly break them. This is so... an unbelievably high number of off-cap troops. Once this player closes the stack off to me, I'll do something about it. The reason here, though, I'm not doing anything, or I keep opening them, is that if they want to hit purple, I need to allow that to happen. If they close off this line, I'll take my card. Like, if this goes down or over or up, yeah, I'm not re-hitting here. Now that this has happened, absolutely not re-hitting here. I want them. Wow, they don't even finish this. Okay, well now I can re-hit here. I don't want to hit pink at all, but I am going to trade. I don't trust these players at all. This is insane. And purple keeps growing. I mean, purple has the entire right-hand side of the board for plus 49. And instead, white is still focused on me. Like, at some point, you got to let the guy with the cards do, like, just have more cards. At some point. Because you're getting more than me right now. Fortunately here, as long as if he doesn't block me, I have 2 extra cards here. There's a chance that I get blocked. Also, we saw that purple 81 here. They got 54 on the other side, and I don't know that they have that many troops on capital. Like, white absolutely could have made a play over here. Opted not to. Now I think we're at the point where these players, unless they actively stack against purple, they're not going to be able to do a whole lot. Also, I think pink is getting fewer. They got broken. So purple did break pink in this bonus here in entertainment. They actually just took pink took one of purple's capitals. I respect it. We're back down to 2 as our leader in the top left. So purple only has my cap and red's cap in the bottom right. They lose their original up here. What I need to see is after the hit into me here, do they hit purple? They do! Oh my goodness! And they keep going? Because we'll see white jump to 3 capitals. Yeah. There's the white 3 capital jump. I think eventually they're going to hit too far here. Now, I don't like white at all. So, I don't think now is a bad time. Just in case he has that up there. This player's got nobody's defending their caps. All pink has to do is attack down here and they're fine. Oh my goodness, dude. 81 here, they had 112 here. 200 troops focused on this position. They have nothing defending back here. It's ridiculous. And pink's just letting it happen. It's so silly. And unfortunately, I don't think there's much purple can do. At least right now. Although they did have tons of off-cap troops, so presumably they can get one of their capitals back. But I don't know who. Like, if it's not one of these, I don't know what happens. Okay, they get one of the white capitals back. But not. Oh, we won't know if it's both. It may very well be both. And now pink's getting 30 because they got their bonus back and picked up an additional capital. At this point, we actually need to be a little bit focused on purple. I mean, pink is far and away the strongest player on our board now because of what just happened between these 2 players. $81 here. It's also interesting that pink and white both made moves on purple on the same turn. It just feels convenient. I don't think there's a better way to put it. Purple's back to 38, which is good. It's actually really good. I want purple to be strong because I actually think, other than rolling the cap over here, which I was upset with, but now knowing the type of player that purple is, it makes a little bit more sense. They're going to probably break here. This risks opening up a giant pink stack, which does concern me slightly. Knowing the type of player that the purple player is, this behavior it tracks. Like, now they're breaking, which is probably better, but why they took the cap over here, like, they wanted the bonus. The cap just happened to be there. And positionally, I probably would have been, well, I don't know. I'm in a weird spot where white has been targeting me the entire game. I can't really justify, like, I couldn't have justified hitting purple there. My best play, honestly, would have been just letting purple have this capital for free after rolling red and bringing the troops back to cap. I should have known once I saw red lose 7 troops on its roll. I really, truly should have known that this player would have rolled that. And that's on me for not knowing that, right? Like, I should have known that. He's obviously going to hit me here. It's like clockwork, man. I've got the trade on 3. Nobody's actively blocking me here. So I'm trying my best not to open up whatever goofy stack white has. And I know take a card and pass is not interesting. Trust me, I'm well aware of this. But I suspect, and I'd love to know what you guys think. I suspect some amount of collaborative effort here from pink and white. You know, white only went into purple once it was convenient for them. Definitely don't think purple's not collabing or anything. I just think that this happened too naturally. Like it was too, it was felt, or not naturally enough even. It felt too artificial here. Like pink doesn't play a turn, but then comes back and takes double bonus within 2 turns. And white's only mad at green? Like at that point, white had material over here. On this part of the board, they had material in the top left. This does feel like a more intentional card block position from pink. Putting it here is interesting. Just everything about it very interesting to me. But we're just going to keep plugging away. I'm not going to waste my time or make these turns take longer. I do have a feeling that purple may, and eventually somebody could kill me, right? I'm well aware of that because I haven't reached the point where these trades are so much more than everybody else. Like I'm 2 full trades ahead of everybody. You know, I'm about to trade for the 39. We just saw purple trade for the 13. It says 15 because they had 2 on a territory somewhere, but they just traded for the 13. Their next trade is the 17. Our next trade is the 39. Like, it will come back in our favor as long as we don't get rolled. Now, it's very possible purple actually just made a play off the bottom here. If I see, ooh, this could be super interesting. If white ends up getting fewer troops than we expect here, that is going to be what the really interesting tell is for me. And this is actually twofold interesting because if I don't give pink any cards up here and purple has a huge stack sitting on Soothsayer here, like if this is a giant purple stack, pink is eventually card blocked here. White's still getting 22. So I think purple may have tried to make a move into their capital here, which, oh, little bypass, Fergus bypass here. You see the tail? He's going up onto the computer. I'm going to attack left here. I don't want to risk opening up anything dangerous here. I do think, honestly, I think blue had the best cap on the board. This is a hard to block position. And it cuts off, it has observation of top and bottom lines, and it cuts off the middle line completely. No pathing through the middle because this capital is here. Purple attacking me here would be chef's kiss because it's an extra cap card, and that's exactly what we need. We have another trade in. Every time I trade, and I'm going to trade on 3 every time. I think there's no reason. Yeah, perfect. This is tremendous. I don't see the pink stacks, which is a little bit unfortunate, but this is very good for me. Every time I have a trade in at this point, and again, I understand take a card and pass is boring, and it's partially a problem with exponential per player. Although I liked the intentionality of targeting blue early, targeting red early, making sure I get those cards because I've put myself ahead on the trade so early in this game that these guys now have to eliminate each other to catch up, or eliminate me to go ahead, right? I'm still an option for elimination, but every time I trade, the chances of somebody eliminating me is reduced. It is. It's just objectively reduced. Um, Now because I'm setting, well, this is interesting, right? Because I don't want to risk opening white, so I'll probably attack to the right here. But if they hit me, then I just attack the spot that they hit, right? I got guaranteed two cap cards. They probably check the no, they don't even bother checking the capital, which is silly to me. They're still so focused on me, and I think white is aware that I'm trading ahead, right? I don't think they're an idiot. They did just do a fortify out of sight, so I'm not sure where that went. Purple getting 43. They got 43 on the last turn, not the turn before that. So they took a bonus 2 turns ago, one that they didn't have previously. Pink's still getting 30, so I think pink has double capital. Purple has double capital, and then white and I both have our own original capitals. This could fail. This failing would probably be really good for me. But we're going to keep trading. Next trade's 51. We keep going. Eventually, I can use my trade-ins for aggressiveness. We're not to that point yet. So I'm being a little bit of a take a garden pass wiener because I was aggressive in the early game to take blue's capital when it was poorly defended, to take the blue elimination when white somehow failed it, and obviously to take red once red had hardly any troops to have to hit over there. We've had some unfortunate circumstances here, again, including, and I want to make it clear at this point in the game, because I understand anything can happen in a 4-player game where one player is not generating nearly the amount that the other 3 are, but is trading ahead. I am going to do my best to eliminate white first in this game. It may come back to bite me because pink is so strong. I think pink is far and away the strongest player in this game. Although it's possible that I wonder if they try to block me here. No, they just take their card and back up. So that's 42 troops that back up. I think pink is the strongest because I just don't think they had to hit that much of purple to take the capital, whereas we saw 54 of purples get hit. Although purple's getting 13 more troops per turn than pink every single turn here. So who knows what that even means. Our trade-ins get ahead here. I don't know how many troops pink could possibly have looking at me, and that is part of my concern. I don't know how many troops purple could have looking at me. Purple could decide. Yeah, I was wondering if this was going to fail. This means purple has to take cards somewhere else. Or they miss it, right? So we were hoping that they hit something big, but judging by the lack of reactions from my opponents, I'm not confident that that happened. And it stinks because white is such an easy card block over here if you can get through the giant stack. They either have to hit pink, which probably gets pink to immediately turn on them. Did pink just hit white? Did pink finally hit white? That's so many attacks. I feel like there's no way that was into purple. Unless they opened up something of pinks that was looking at purple, that's certainly possible. Let's see. Purple may have taken in a spot that they didn't want to. Yeah, that's what happened. So purple just got broken a bunch. Both this map is actually similar in Airship in a way, because card blocks are super available on this one too. That's interesting. I don't know what just occurred there. Hoping for a horse here or a joker. The fact that we had a joker on this board in this game is super interesting. Get a dude. So no trading on 3 this time. What? So pink just hit a bunch of nothingness? Like, they knocked them down. Only 2 total troops worth. That's wild to me. I'd love to see some retaliation here from purple. They've been generating the most troops by a lot, double what white has been generating. I theoretically could stop giving white cards here. Wow. Purple took their capital back. I saw the leader in the top left just jumped. And they're still going. Almost love to see this hit 4, but I think it's almost more likely that they opened up the huge stack that's sitting here. I almost wonder if a cap run is possible. I would need to know how much is down over here. But I do wonder if a cap run at some point on this game is possible. I'm going to incept this idea now. Like if purple opened up, if pink opened up purple's, or God, the colors being so close in name is, both start with P, similar shades. Anyway, if purple opened up pink, so pink gets this cap back. I would love to see pink jump to 4 caps. Because I'm not convinced that they're defending very well, and that would give me a backdoor into white's area. Interesting. I wasn't expecting these troops to double back this way. The problem is only one player aggressing purple is not good for me. Like, I need to see white jump in caps right now. Use their trade-in and jump. Watch him try to finish this. Like anything happened to me. Now white's playing passive. I don't know why. I'm interested to see what purple does here. I'd like to get into my next trade-in, and I don't have a trade on 4. I'd like to get to my next trade-in before doing anything. Purple's still getting 25 troops, so pink didn't really do that much there. You know, they take this cap up here back, but I don't think they broke either +6. Probably not the +3. Those in total are +15. Double capital still. I think they probably got to the +8 here. What I really need is purple to retaliate again, steal their cap back again, and these two to just weaken each other. Again, I would personally like to eliminate white first. Yeah, they do get this back. That's good. I would like to eliminate white first. I'm not sure if that's meant to happen, but I think they've probably got about 300 troops sitting here, which means, you know, I'd have to go through pink just to get to their area and not open up whatever giant stack they have waiting for me, which is why I do think a cap run is entirely possible, assuming white is holding mostly off of capital. Pink's still getting 21 is interesting. I think they got broken in the main spots, but the fact that that cap up there keeps switching ownership is interesting to me. Slow roll is also interesting to me. We might end up seeing white getting broken. Now, neither of these players are on too high of card counts, so I'd stay ahead from any eliminations unless it's everybody. And white doesn't get broken. Pink got a card. I'm not sure where, but see, I don't think hitting down this time is smart. I think he just fortified something to look at me. I think white might have just sat something here on Dandy Harmon. Dandy Harmon? Like Dan Harmon? Unless I'm crazy. I don't understand. I must be. Maybe it's a pirate. Let's Google. Why not have Google? Google's here for something. Nope. Might just be a Dan Harmon reference. I don't know. We got our trade in. Finally to the 51 here. Pink getting 20. Purple getting 49. And you know, purple, you, other than rolling my cap, you've been a homie. So, oh, I can zoom out. Probably should have done this before. Maybe I was. I just, this is gonna, I know it's a long video of everybody. I do apologize. I've been yapping and we haven't been doing a whole lot as me in this one. But my goodness, if I can get retribution on white, I'd be a happy, happy camper. I'm curious what these guys will have laid out here. He didn't take a card. White didn't take a card. What? I'm curious. Let's see what we got up here. 54. Okay. I'm not going to break that. Do understand that that could get me card blocked, but I'm not going to break that. I didn't mean to box off. I meant to check it up this way. Thought I still had pathing off. But if white's going to actively not take a card, dude, who am I? They must think I have way more on this capital than I do. They didn't take a card. That EPP and you're not taking a card. Just take the card. You should know you have way more troops than me. I thought this might happen. I was hoping I gave pink a line off the 23 to trade in and go hit. Pink actually took the cap back up here. And they do trade in. Which is interesting. Because now I wish I didn't close my capital off. It's fine. I can take here. I can take here. Got the 2 takes behind. And I'm at the point where if I miss a card, it's fine. It's not the end of the world if I miss a card. They might actually be getting the full break off over here. I don't know where purple's original capital is. I assume it's on the boat up here. Wow, they stole the cap at the last second. They didn't steal both though. So pink has original here. I know where pink's is. I know where red's is. I know where my original is. I obviously have blue. I don't know where white's original is, and I don't know exactly where purple's original is, but I assume, again, it's on the boat up here. And white might even be slow rolling this cap here. Purple could be in trouble. Now, I think it's in my best interest to open purple up. So if their stack move like here, for example, I should hit there. But we see we're getting to 67, 88, 115. My trades are going to end up being so far ahead of my opponents very, very soon. I think they got a card. Looks like they got a card, but they missed one. So we're 9 cards. We're 3 full trade-ins ahead of white. We're almost 3 full trade-ins ahead of the other 2. I was expecting to see a stack there. I don't see a stack there, so no, I'm not going to go investigating. We don't have a trade on 4 again. Purple's only getting 11. That is so unbelievably low. I don't know how purple misused their troop advantage so badly. I mean, it's funny because they could have just forced pink into a break on white. These two are... I'll just say they're playing kindly to each other. That might be an authentic bot out. That may actually be an authentic bot out, and I probably get targeted off of this. It's a shame because I wanted to use purple's presence to assist myself. It might not even take a card. And it didn't have a trade in. It would have traded right away. Yeah, bot doesn't even take a card. It's a shame. Pink getting 37. Now again, priority target number 1 is going to be the white player. But who knows? Maybe pink turns on them. I don't anticipate that happening. So I need to milk my trades getting higher as soon as possible. If they jumped to 4 cards, I would feel more confident about going for a purple kill. Realistically, I need purple to go this. Sorry, I meant 4 capitals. I need purple to go this way. Open me up. So I don't actually want to hit purple at all. White trades. Now I won't know when a cap flip happens between those 2 players. What? I could see this guy slamming into me after that play. Didn't have a trade in. White doesn't have a trade in, but they are stacking 174 troops at me. Which is probably, I would say, about half of their troop count. Maybe a little bit more. Getting 49 now. Purple did not trade. Only getting 3. Doesn't open me. So I would need to get all of purple on one go here. Doubt I have that. I almost need pink to open me up. If pink opens me up, I have a chance to grab purple for 5 more cards, which would likely win me the game, even if it costs a lot. That's not good. The fact that they had the troops for that is crazy to me. All right. We're only 3 cards ahead of pink now. We're still 9 ahead of white, but we're only 3 cards ahead of pink. I don't know. That was still quite the investment. I don't think white did that much work over there. Slow rolling me here is crazy. They gotta cap slam me to feed me to white. I mean, these 2 are absolutely teaming. At this point, you would turn on white in this situation. When I get slammed by white here on this next turn, don't be surprised. That's all I'm going to say. When I get slammed here, don't be surprised. They step up to the spot and absolutely wail on me. I genuinely wouldn't be surprised. All right. It doesn't matter. I think I have to try for a cap run here. I think the safest way to do it is check here first. 135. Let's go, baby! Booyah! That's what you get for teaming on me, dog! I sat here for 45 minutes getting teamed on. Not objectively, not clearly teamed on, but getting targeted by the white player. And the fact that this stinking cap had 5 troops on it. Sorry, I'm a little bit mad because the way that these 2 players played, in hindsight, now knowing that this guy was sitting with nothing on cap, white was sitting with nothing on cap over here. White was sitting with nothing on cap over here. Pink was sitting with 18 troops here, or 22, whatever it was. Or they had 22 up here, 18 here. Like, all right, they're defending them. This cap had nothing on it. They're having calm borders with each other. 5 stinking troops. And not only 5 stinking troops, dude. 5 sinking troops sitting right next to Pink's territory. Pink can see this capital. So I'm trying not to be super upset. But this, I feel so vindicated right now. I'm like, I think I can cap on these guys. Have so many off-cap troops. Stop cheating. I'm on my soapbox. If you've gotten to this point, if you don't want to hear me for another minute or two, just rant a little bit. The rants are sometimes funny. Obviously, I'm keeping it clean. But if you like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. But I'm going to go on a little bit more. And we'll check the ranks, too. You can skip to the end to see the ranks if you really want to, if you don't want to hear me. But I wanted to see the board so I could talk about it. But this guy had 5 troops here. I have 270 troops up in my grill. There are 5 on this capital. Pink is sitting next to it, was sitting next to it, generating 40 troops these last several turns, was sitting next to it. They're cheating. No one is that good of a neighbor with each other. You just are cheating. And I feel so vindicated in the back of my mind, seeing Pink in the early game with a ton of troops off cap here, thinking that they pulled completely off when I had vision on that earlier. How often Purple's cap was trading hands. I feel bad for the purple player because the purple player, I mean, white rolled this and then Pink takes the elimination on the next turn. And this had no troops on it. It was a 1 territory. Pink never takes it. You're not that good of friends with a buddy that you've capped next to. You're just cheating. Because there's no justification for Pink not targeting white earlier and removing that position. Other than, once again, you are collaborators. You have no place in the game. If you discover my channel and you somehow watch this, thanks for watching. Stop cheating. Anyway, let's check the ranks of the players. Yeah, so white's the bait account. I could tell with Pink actually keeping troops on the capital. The white account is the account that bullies, that picks a target, recognizes who's decent. Although this was the one emoting, which is a little bit surprising to me. It's the lower rank, though. Generally, the lower rank is the one that bullies and doesn't care, but won't emote, and then the other one, the main one, will emote. But regardless, thank you for listening to my soapbox. I hope you enjoyed that cap run. If you did enjoy the video, if you enjoyed me complaining about the cheaters or anything about this, if you didn't enjoy me complaining about the cheaters, let me know. But I feel like I had a place here. I do my best not to overly accuse. I will speculate, but I don't want to overly accuse players of cheating. I have not been this confident in a game in a long time that 2 players were collaborating. Pink was sort of the passive one that didn't actively have to do anything to me, but then they found that they could do something to purple. Well, white still prevented me from doing anything, and that gives Pink a pathway to a potential victory. Then they start slow rolling me. Like, it's in your best interest to turn on white before white does something. White pulls everything off cap and lets me run. Anyway, hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm off my soapbox. We'll be back with more Risk tomorrow. As always, everybody, I have been C-Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.